How y'all doing? I'm Roger Herring with Investors Accounting, and I am the Investors Accountant. You know, this segment of Ask Roger is going to be a little bit different because instead of a specific question from someone, I'm going to answer a question that I've been getting all the time. And this is in regard to EIDL. That's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Now, as you remember, there are two main programs that came up with COVID. First was the Payroll Protection Program that has had many changes, and there's going to be another forthcoming video about how PPP is in its current form. But lately, the EIDL program has been funded and they are making loans. And I'm getting a lot of questions as, can it be forgiven? What can I use the loan for? So, today I thought I would take a few minutes and we'll answer these questions. First, EIDL is a loan. Now, you remember that there was the EIDL grants that were supposed to be up to $10,000. Well, everybody was thinking, jump on the bandwagon, hey, it's free money. Well, then that changed to it's $1,000 per employee. But now that the program has been funded, the second part of EIDL comes into play, and that's the disaster loans. These are working capital loans up to $2 million. Now, here's a few things you should know. If the loan is under $200,000, you don't have to sign a personal guarantee. And if it's $25,000 or less, there's no collateral and no UCC1, which means no filing that's going to wind up on your personal credit report. So, what can you use it for? I can use it for rent. You can use it for payroll, you can use it for utilities, you can use it for other bills, and you could use it for extraordinary items like, let's say that all of your inventory was destroyed and you needed to buy new inventory. You can do that. Now, investors, don't think you can take an EIDL loan and go out there and buy a house to flip. Yes, that's your inventory, but that's a different situation. I don't recommend that. If you're thinking about doing it, you better get a legal opinion about whether or not you can do it or not. Because I'll go ahead and tell you, the regulations are kind of vague. Here's the thing. The SBA spells out more that you can't do with this loan than what you can do it. So, what are you prohibited from doing? Well, first off, dividends to shareholders, bonus payments to anybody, okay? Payments to the owner other than paying an owner's salary for actual services provided to the business. So you can't get an EIDL loan and the owner just go in and take $40,000 of owner compensation. Can't do that, gang. You can't pay back owner loans, meaning money you have loaned to the company over time or other shareholders have loaned you over time, unless it was an emergency loan put in because of the disaster, and that would be a short-term loan. You can't use it for expansion, meaning you can't, let's say you're in the storage facility business and you say, I've got this money, I'm going to go buy another facility. That's expansion. You can't do that. You can't buy fixed assets, which may mean I've been meaning to upgrade my computers. I want to go do that. Sorry, you can't use these funds for that. You cannot use it for federal debt payments except IRS obligations, and there are specifics about that. You can't pay penalties with it. You can't pay to relocate your office. You can't refinance long-term debt. All right? This is working capital for your day-to-day bills. Now, there's also no double dipping. Many of you got a payroll protection program and you're already paying off part of your salaries. You can't use the same expenses you use for PPP for EIDL. That won't cut it. As I said, this is a loan. It is not, I say again, N-O-T, not forgivable. This has a 30-year, up to 30 years to repay at 3.75%. But now here's the thing. Remember, if it's under $25,000, it doesn't show up on your credit report because there's no UCC1 filing. And the SBA does not report to the credit agencies, and this loan comes from the SBA. How do you prove it? You're going to have to keep receipts. You're going to have to maintain registers showing what you did with it, and yes, you can be audited. And now, let me put something out here. A lot of people say, oh, this is great. It's a government loan. It's a great interest rate. I'm going to get the money, and I'm going to go use it on this, that, the other thing. Here's the problem. If you had access to other capital, then you weren't entitled to this loan. Yeah, think about that again. If you did not have a valid economic need, or you had a need but you had access to other capital, then you're not supposed to have an EIDL loan. Alright, that's it for this week. Hey guys, don't miss any of our videos. Click on the follow for our YouTube channel. If you got questions, you can shoot them to me over Facebook. You can email info@investorsaccounting.com, or you can just put them in the comments down below. Hey, click like and follow, and until the next time, Roger out.